It's kind of a patchwork of many years. As you said, 11 years in between my first and second album. And in fact, I even used a few bits from before my first album that I had forgotten to put on, like literally forgot, because my first album, I just did one show at the taping. And when I got off, although the show went great, there was like a couple of jokes that were
You
like
didn't do.
signature bits in those early years that I forgot, you know? And then by the time my second taping was, 11 years later, I wasn't doing that joke anymore.
Right.
A few of those types of bits wound up on the Lost album, as did the material from those 11 years. And what was interesting, I think my mindset was that I was putting the material out. There's a lot of this that was from my second half hour Comedy Central special. So the figure like around 20, I guess those are usually about 22 minutes. So 22 minutes from that special, a couple of late night sets, Letterman, Conan. So the stuff was going out there. And in my mind, I was like, I don't really need to put out an album. People have seen those jokes. But now there's such a shift to the thing of like, yeah, put out an album every year, every 2 years. So when the pandemic hit, there was the opportunity to go back, and there was a temptation to make it a double album because there was so much stuff. But
Yeah.
ultimately, because of, a lot of stuff could be ephemeral and just of that time. But I tried to choose the stuff that, even if it was about a particular topic, because there's jokes about Michael Jackson, about
Katrina, you're going back and yeah.
So there's some stuff that is of a specific time, but I felt like it still resonated thematically in terms of like themes of what's still being discussed in terms of government and power and things like that. And it also kind of marks the time. So I thought, let me take the things that I think have value, stand up, and are still funny. So that was ultimately the hour that I settled on.